What's good, R&B Squad? This is Heart of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new here, welcome. We don't believe that you're here by accident. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is even happier. This is going to be a very heavy word, and it is also going to be a very specific word. It's not going to be for everyone. As you listen, you're going to know if this word is for you or not because of the multiple confirmations that you're going to receive if it is for you, okay? And I'd like to start the word off by reading a scripture verse that the Lord led me to accompany the word. It's from Psalm chapter 9, verse 4, and it reads, "For you have upheld my right and my cause, sitting enthroned as the righteous judge." So I had a dream, and in the dream there was this little boy. He looked to be about toddler age. And this child, this is really difficult for me to, this word is going to be difficult for me to deliver. This child in the dream had been left to wander around to the point where he was wandering around on the street. In addition to that, when he was found, he was severely malnourished. He had not been fed properly in what looked like weeks. When this child was found, he was lifeless. He appeared lifeless. That's the extent of how bad it was when this child was found, the bad state that this child was in. And this gentleman found him. And the gentleman took him back to his biological family because it appears as though he had not been with his biological family. He had been exposed to someone who was not a member of his biological family. And he was taken back by this gentleman to his biological family. And while the gentleman is driving this child back to his family, the gentleman is trying to speak to this child, this lifeless little boy, and he's saying to him, if I had just gotten to you sooner. I just wish I had gotten to you sooner. I just hope I'm able to break this news to your family. And then when he gets there and his family sees the condition that he's in, it's like they don't know what to do to help him. But then there's this lady, and they take the child to this lady. And the lady, it's as if she instantly knew what to do. She started preparing things and getting things together in the kitchen to feed this child. And by the time she was done, the child was able to be revived. But while she was preparing these things, preparing this meal for this child, this special meal, to help him become revived again, I could tell, because I could tell what she was feeling in the dream, I could tell that she was a little bit hesitant about touching the ingredients. I'm not sure why, but she was hesitant about touching the ingredients that she was using to prepare the meal, okay? It's as if she was wondering if she would be okay after she touched those ingredients. And then I woke up from the dream. And this is when the Lord led me to Psalm chapter 63, verse 10. They shall fall by the sword, they shall be a portion for foxes. And then he took me to Mark chapter 5, verse 13. And forthwith Jesus gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine. And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. They were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea. Whoever this little boy is, this ties in with the word about guardianship that I put out the other day in the community post, okay? And even though the Lord did show a little boy to me in the dream, this could apply to a little girl as well. There is a child, and this child is in danger. This child has been exposed to someone, and perhaps their family trusted, the child's family trusted this person to take care of this child. But this person has ill intent toward this child. This person has evil. The way the Lord showed it to me, this person is evil. Okay? This child was undernourished. He was malnourished. He hadn't been fed. He had been left to wander around on the street alone. He was near death when he was found. The Lord is saying that whoever this person is, who either took care of this child in the past or is currently taking care of this child right now, this person has evil intentions toward this child. As a matter of fact, when the child was born, the only reason this person agreed to guardianship of this child or to take care of this child, because it may not even be legal guardianship, okay? It might be just a word of mouth arrangement. The only reason that this person agreed to take care of this child was because of the fact that they wanted to use the presence of the child's existence, to their advantage. There was something that they wanted, and they felt they could have access to that thing through this child. But then it backfired, because instead of giving them access to what they wanted, the child's very existence blocked them from obtaining what it is they wanted to obtain. And now they resent the child because of that. And it's at a point where they want this child dead. This person is actively hoping that this child dies because they feel like this child is blocking them from obtaining what it is they want. They're threatened by this child's very existence, okay? And the Lord is saying that He is certainly going to fight for this child. He's certainly going to fight for this child's cause, because this is an innocent baby. This child didn't do anything to anyone. And this child is defenseless. He or she cannot defend themselves. And this person has evil, very evil intentions toward this child. Okay? But the Lord is saying that there is going to be some sort of court battle involved, and if it comes to that, that the right people, the people who will take care of this child the way he should be taken care of, the people who will make sure that this child is safe, those are the people who are going to be awarded guardianship of this child. Okay? The Lord is saying to these people, whoever you are, He is going to give you the strength, the same way that the woman and the man in the dream came in and rescued that child when his family couldn't, when his biological family couldn't. And there was no clear indication if one of these two people, this man and this woman, was actually a biological relative. There was no clear indication of that, but I know at least one of them wasn't, okay? But the Lord is going to use these people. These people are destiny helpers. They're going to come in and they're going to take care of this child. And the Lord is saying the woman was a little bit hesitant because she didn't know if she could handle it. But the Lord is saying to whoever this is for, He is going to give you the strength to look after this child, to protect this child. He has ordained it to be so. And for whoever this person is that means evil for this child, the Lord led me to Isaiah chapter 47, verses 13 to 14, and it reads, "All the counsel you have received has worn you out. Let your astrologers confound those stargazers who make predictions month by month. Let them save you from what is coming upon you. Surely they are like stubble. The fire will burn them up. They cannot even save themselves from the power of the flame. These are not coals for warmth. This is not a fire to sit by." And that is the New International Version, okay? The Lord is saying that He is getting ready to get rid of that unclean, murderous spirit that has attached itself to this person that wants to take out this child. And He's saying that this person, they've devoted themselves over to being rebellious. They've devoted themselves to being wicked. In the same way that we devote ourselves to the Lord and to serving the Lord, this person has devoted themselves to being bitter and being evil. There is so much darkness in this person's heart. The Lord is saying that He is going to, by any means necessary, protect His child, this baby. Okay? And He's saying that this child came into the world under questionable circumstances, rocky circumstances. He's saying that he's going to give this baby a fresh start, a chance to be loved, a chance to be taken care of the way he deserves to, or she deserves to be taken care of. So for whoever this word is for, oh, and there's one other thing that he said. He said the word secession, which means to cut ties permanently. Okay? So whoever this person is, their access to this child is going to be cut off permanently. For whoever this word was for, I hope this brought some clarity to you. I hope it brought some understanding as to what has been happening. And I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.